can't forget the rest. All the girls said your best to the sun. Ooh, son, give me your attention too. I really have to mention she's a, she's a, she's a one.
Something I said? Okay. It's one way to say it. See you at the children's theater.
Oh my God. You saw me.
Yeah, you did the children's show.
All right, let's do it. Again, step, kick, touch. Again, step, kick, touch. Again, step, kick, touch. Again, step, kick, touch. Right, that connects with turn, out, in, jump step. Step, kick, touch. Got it? Going on, and turn, touchdown, back step. 5, 6, 7, 8, turn, touchdown, back step. 5, 6, 7, 8, turn, touchdown, back step. Pivot step, walk. The last part is pivot step, walk. Reviewing from the last turn, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn, touchdown, back step. Pivot step, walk. Right, let's do the whole combination, facing away from the rear, from the top. A 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's do the ballet combination one more time, boys and girls together. Don't kill yourselves. Mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to put you in your groups now. When I call out your number, I'll tell you where you're going to be in the formation.
Oh my God, I forgot my number.
Right, when I come to the number without a person, it's you. All right, girls first. Number 2, downstage. Number 9, upstage. Number 10, downstage. Number 23, upstage. 23, Judy Turner.
23.
Right, stage left, girls. Second group, number 37, downstage. Number 60, upstage.
I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need?
How many people does he need?
I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls? Look at all the people. At all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys, how many girls? How many people does he need?
I really need this job. Please God, I need this job. I've got to get this job.
Okay, next group, number 63, downstage. 67, upstage. 81, downstage. 84, upstage. Okay, let's do the ballet combination. First group, second group, fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diana, you're dancing with your tongue again.
Sorry.
Next group, dance. Oh, no. Any ballet? Don't dance. Don't dance! Dance out, dance out. Next. Up, up, up. Hold, stop. How many years ballet? Any Broadway shows? The arms are second, down fourth. I want to see it. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next group, and. Point ahead there, keep your head up. Okay, I'm eliminating down. When I call out your number, please form a line. Number 2. Number 9. 10.
Yeah.
23. Judy Turner.
23.
Right. Number 37. 149. 152. 179. Cassie. 17. 44. 45. 63. 67. 81. And 84. Other people, thank you for coming. Thank you. I'm sorry. Larry.
I think I got it. I think I got it. I knew he'd like me all the time.
Pictures and resumes, please.
Should tell me next.
What's happening now?
I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I'm not as smart, but even so, it could be yes, it could be no. How many people does he? I really need an employment. He's gone. He's gone. I need.
I had it from the start.
I've got to get this show.
Larry, collect the pictures and resumes, please.
Where am I anyway?
Find my resume.
That is a picture of a person I don't know. What does he want from me?
What should I try to be?
So many faces all around.
And here we go.
I need this job.
Oh God, I need this show.
Today, I want you to tell me your stage name, real name if it's different, and I'd also like to know where you were born and when.
Terrific. Fabulous. Excuse me, sir. I mean, do we have to? It's not very polite to ask a lady her age.
Being polite doesn't interest me. Your age does. And I want to know your age. Okay, let's go down the line and start in the end stage right. Step forward and give your name.
Maggie Winslow?
Louder.
Maggie Winslow! Also known as Marge, Margie, Peggy, all of the above. Anyway, it's real. And I was born in San Mateo, California on a Thursday evening, August 11th, 1950.
I'm Mike Costa. There used to be Costa Filoni. Born in Trenton, New Jersey, July 9th, 1951, which makes me 24.
Next.
Hi, I'm Connie Mackenzie. The whole name is Connie Edna Mae Sue Mackenzie, but please don't tell anybody. And I was born in Greenville, North Carolina in 1955.
Next.
My real name is Sidney Kenneth Beckenstein. My Jewish name is Rachmel Lev Ben Yaakov Meyer Beckenstein. And my professional name is Gregory Gardner. Very East Side? I do not deny it. Born August 2nd, 1943.
Cassie, Zach, could I talk to you for a moment, please?
Sure. Go ahead.
I meant privately.
Not right now, Cassie. I'm running about an hour behind.
I know what I...
What next?
I'm Sheila Bryant. Really, Sarah Rosemary Bryant, which I really hate. Born August 8th, 1946 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm going to be 30 real soon. And I'm real glad.
My name is Robert Joseph Henry Mills III. That's my real name, too. I come from upstate New York near Buffalo. I can't remember the name of the town. I blocked it out. Born March 15th, 1950.
My name is Phoebe Bensenheimer, and I know I gotta change it. Born June 6th, 1949. I come from Boston, and here I am. My name's Judy Turner. My real name is Lana Turner. No, it's always been Judy Turner. Born July 21st, 1947. Oh, and I'm from El Paso, Texas.
Good. Next.
My name is Richie Walters. I'm from Herculaneum, Missouri, and I was born on a full moon, June 13th, 1948.
I'm Alan DeLuca, born January 11th, 1945, and I'm from the Bronx.
I'm Christine Evelyn Urick, born September 1, 1953.
Tell them where you're from.
Oh, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. And, my married name is DeLuca.
Oh, I didn't know, Al. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Next.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Valerie Clark. But my parents seem to think I'm Margaret Mary Houlihan. Couldn't you just die? I was born in the middle of nowhere, a little town called Arlington, Vermont. Bye-bye.
How old are you?
Old? No. 25.
Mark Antony, really Mark Philip Lawrence Tabori, Tempe, Arizona. I'm 20.
Oh, Jesus.
And if I get this job, I'll work real hard.
Oh, brother.
Don't let him bug you, honey.
Paul San Marco. It's my stage name. My real name is Efrain Ramirez. I was born in Spanish Harlem, October 22nd, 1947.
My name is Diana Morales, and I didn't change it because I figured ethnic was in. 6'10", 48. You got that? And I was born on a Hollywood bed in the Bronx.
Go on, Diana.
Go on what? Oh, you want to know how tall I am? Color of my eyes? Or how many shows I've done? I gave you a picture and resume. Everything you want to know is on the back of it.
I know. Now tell me what's not on it.
Like what?
Talk about yourself.
Talk about what?
Tell me about the Bronx.
What's to tell about the Bronx? It's uptown and to the right.
What'd you do there?
In the Bronx? Mostly wait to get out.
What made you start dancing?
Who knows? I have rhythm. I'm Puerto Rican. We used to jump around and dance a lot. Listen, do you want to know if I can act? Give me a scene. I'll perform. But I just can't talk. Please, I'm too nervous.
Then relax.
Look, I really don't mind talking. But I just can't be the first. Please?
You want this job, don't you?
Sure, I want the job.
All right, Diana, back in line. Before we do any more dancing, and we will be dancing some more, let me explain something. I'm looking for a strong dancing chorus. I need people that look terrific together and that can work together as a group. But there are some small parts that have to be played by the dancers I hire. Now, I have your pictures and resumes. I know what shows you've been in, but that isn't going to help me. And I don't want to give you just a few lines to read. I think it'd be better if I knew something about you, about your personalities. So I'm going to ask you some questions. I want to hear you talk. Treat it like an interview. I don't want you to think you have to perform. I just want you to talk and be yourselves. And everybody, just relax as much as you can. Sheila.
How many people do you want?
4 and 4.
44? No, 4 and 4.
4 boys, 4 girls.
Need any women?
Okay, Mike, I'll start with you.
Me? Don't you want to start at the end?
No, I'll start with you. And relax.
Well, I could if you started at the end. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
I want to tell you to start at the end. I can't think of a thing.
Yes, you can. Why'd you start dancing?
Oh, well, because my sister did. You see, I come from this big Italian family. You know, my grandmother, she was always hanging out the window, leaning on a little pillow. That's pretty much what Italian grandmothers do, you know, hang out windows. I was the last of 12. I was an accident. No, I was. Well, that's what my sister told me. That was the sister, Rosalie.
She was the one who started taking dance lessons. My mother would take her every Saturday. Well, she used to bring me along. I like going.
How old were you?
4. I'd sit there all perky and I'm watching Cisco pit up that. Said, I can do that. I can do that. Knew every step right off the bat. Said, I can do that. I can do that. One morning, Sis won't go to dance class. I grab her shoes and tights and all, but my foot's too small, so I stuffed her shoes with extra socks. Ran 7 blocks, ain't nothing flat. Hell, I can do that. I can do that. I got to class and had it made. And so I stayed the rest of my life. All thanks to Sis, now married in fact. Said I can do this. That I can do. I can do that. Then everyone started calling me Twinkle Toes.
That bother you?
Nah, I figured let them say what they want.
I don't buy that, Mike.
Well, yeah, it bothered me. I mean, why should anyone call me Twinkle Toes just because I took a couple of dance lessons?
Okay, Mike, back in line. Bobby, you're on.
Well, actually, I don't know how I turned out as heavenly as I did. You see, when I was 5 and playing jacks, and the card fell on my head.
Get the hook.
Bobby, you gonna do a routine?
Nah. Let's see, moving right along. See? Let's see. Do you want to know about the wonderful and exciting things that have happened to me in my life, or do you want the truth?
I'll take the truth.
Okay. Well, I come from this quasi-middle upper or upper middle class family type home. I can never remember which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, but no taste. You know the kind of house. AstroTurf on the patio. Anyway, my mother was always having these card parties and was one of the foremost bridge cheaters in America. My father worked for this big corporation. They used to send him out a lot to drink. Better that than to find him lying on his office floor. But he was okay. I was the strange one.
How strange?
Real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals. Bizarre recitals. This one time I was doing Frankenstein as a musicality. I spray painted this kid silver all over, but they had to rush him to that hospital because he had that thing we of course can't read. But luckily he survived because I didn't paint the soles of his feet. And
what if I'm next? What if I'm next? What am I gonna do? I haven't got a clue. I've got to think of something. What does he want? What does he want? Stories from the past. I'd better find one fast. What should I say? What can I tell him?
well, as I got older, I got stranger and stranger. I used to go down to this intersection near my house during rush hour and direct traffic. I just wanted to see if anybody paid attention. I guess it was then I started to break into people's houses. I wouldn't steal anything. I just rearranged their furniture.
And orphan at 3, mother and dad both gone, raised by sweet ex-con, tied up and raped at 7. Seriously, nothing too obscene. I'd better keep it clean. What should I say? What can I tell him?
Where was I? Oh, school. You want to know about school? I went to P.S. shit. See, I was the kind of kid who was always getting slammed into lockers, that kind of stuff. Not only by the students, from the teachers too. And sports. I hated sports. Hated sports. Here it was. Sports was very big. It was Jock City. And I couldn't make one team. I couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And wouldn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? He was so humiliated. He didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them all I had polio. On Father's Day, I used to limp for him.
And got him a wreck. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna fall apart. Where are my childhood memories? Who were the boys? What were my toys? Gone beyond recall. And why am I so small? What should I say? What can I tell him?
And my mother kept saying, "Now, Bobby, if you don't stop lighting your brother on fire, we're gonna have to send you away, don't you know?" And I was always thinking of these fabulous ways of killing myself. But then I realized to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
Okay, Bobby, back in line. Sheila?
Yes. You want me?
Yes,
He wants me.
to talk.
Right. What do you want to know about me first?
Try, why are you in this business?
I wanted to be a prima ballerina. That light. What color is that light? Do you have anything softer?
Don't worry about the lights. Just talk.
Well, like I said, I wanted to be a ballerina because my mother was a ballerina until my father made her give it up.
Sheila, come downstage. Closer.
Can I sit on your lap?
You always come on like this?
No. Sometimes I'm aggressive. Actually, I'm a Leo.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means the other 11 months of the year have to watch out. I'm very strong.
Maybe too strong.
Am I doing something you don't like? I mean, you told me to be myself.
Just bring it down.
Bring what down?
Your attitude. Tell me about your parents.
My parents.
Your father.
Him.
Your mother.
My mother. My mother was raised like a little nun. She couldn't go out. She couldn't even babysit.
Sheila, don't perform. Just talk.
But she wanted to be a dancer, and she had all of these scholarships and all that. And when she got married, my father made her give it up. Isn't this exciting? And then she had this daughter, me, and she made her what she wanted to be. And she was fabulous the way she did it. Do you want to know how she did it?
Go on.
Well, first she took me to see all the ballets. And then she gave me her old toe shoes, which I used to run down the sidewalk in on my toes at 5. And then I saw the red shoes. And I wanted to be that lady, that redhead. And when she saw how much I wanted to dance, she said, "Oh, but you can't do it until you're 8. Well, by then I was only 6, and I said, "Oh, but I've got to dance." I mean, anything to get out of the house.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I just said that I wanted to get out of my house.
Why?
The truth?
Sure. You're strong enough.
Well, let's face it. My family scene was, not good. Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. I think my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a commissoir. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you'd want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started class. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. Going like a man below. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home. Mom always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up, when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different or couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never lived to see. And it was clear, if not to her, well then to me. Everyone is beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. Up the steep and very narrow stairway to the boys like a metronome. Up the steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home. I don't know what they were for or against, really, except each other. I mean, I was born to save their marriage. But when my father came to pick my mother up at the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was going to help, but I guess it's not. Anyway, I did have a fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up like this. My fantasy was that it was an Indian chief, and he'd say to me, Maggie, do you want to dance? I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance. It was clear when he proposed that I was born to help their marriage and wed. That's what he said. That's what she said. I used to dance around the living room. He wasn't born, not to her. It was an Indian chief and he said, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I said, Daddy, I would love to. Everything was beautiful at the ballet. Raise your arms and someone's always there. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. At the ballet. At the ballet. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty. I was happy. I would love to at the ballet.
Okay, Christine?
Oh, God, me?
That's what he said.
I don't know where to begin.
Tell him how you started.
Oh, well, everybody said that when I was little, that every time they put on the radio, that I just get up and start dancing.
lessons.
Oh, and he was a terrific salesman. I'll never forget it. He put me up against this television set. It was one of those great big square things. And then he turned me around, picked up my foot, and touched it to the back of my head and said, "This little girl could be a star." Well, I don't know if it was the look on my face or the fact that I went in my father's leg, but my mother saw how much it meant to me. I mean, I watched everything on television that had dancing on it, especially every Sunday was, oh God, every Sunday,
Ed Sullivan.
Right! Ed Sullivan, every Sunday, like church. And, oh, dear, what was I talking about?
Ed Sullivan.
No, it was, oh, right, Ed Sullivan. I'm sorry, it's just, I'm really nervous.
That's all right. Just take a minute, pull yourself together.
For her, this is together.
He's right. Anyway, I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like all those people in the movie. Only it's funny, I never wanted to be Ann Miller. I wanted to be Doris Day. Except I had this,
Problem?
See, I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do
Sing.
I have trouble with it.
No.
It goes all around like
No.
it's terrifying. See, I really couldn't hear which note was lower or was
Higher.
just like disappear if someone said, "Let's start a
Wider.
Hey, when I begin
Shriek.
it's a cross between
Squeak.
and a quiver or a
Moan.
It's a little like
Croak.
with a record player,
Croak.
but it doesn't have it. Oh, I know you're thinking, what a crazy.
Ding-a-ling.
See, I really couldn't do it. I
Sing.
could never really do it. I couldn't do it.
Sing. 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice. Oh, it isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Oh, it really blows my mind.
She gets depressed.
But when I lack in pitch, I sure make up in.
Power.
And all my friends say I am perfect for them. Shower! Still, I'm terrific at it.
Dance,
Friends are coming in there. I'm
pants,
very young.
wing,
Hey, when I begin to
shirt,
they say who's a little
twerk,
pile set up. And when Christmas comes and all my friends go, it is so disheartening.
Ning,
It is so disquieting.
ting,
It is so discouraging.
jing,
Darling, please stop dancing.
ring.
See, I really couldn't.
Sing,
I could never really.
sing.
What I couldn't do was.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Sing, 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 sing.
Okay, Alan, Christine, back in line. Mark?
Well, I get the feeling that most of you always knew what you wanted to do. Me, I didn't. I was just a kid for a while. Oh, then one day, well, my dad had this fabulous library in the back of the house. And when I was 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy. Well, I thought that was pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine, or were you just into the pictures?
No,
Hello, 13.
Change is all.
Time to dance.
To break out.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. Time to roll.
Time to go.
Too young to take over, too old to ignore.
Gee, I'm almost ready.
But what for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello 12, hello 13, hello love.
and from the book, I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day, I went to the doctors round the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, gonorrhea. I was in shock. I mean, gonorrhea. Before I even started, I was terrified. I couldn't tell my mother I had gonorrhea. So the book said drink plenty of water.
Is that all the book said?
No, it said take penicillin, strep to something or other. But I couldn't do anything about it unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned. And finally, I went to confession and told the priest I had gonorrhea. He was in shock, too.
Who have you been with, my son?
Nobody!
Then how can you have gonorrhea?
I told him about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge, and he set me straight. It was the only time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was...
4 for 10, 4 for 10, that's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Boy, was that great. But then everybody else started moving up, and there I was, stuck at 4 for 10, 4 for 10. But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from the parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. Because I was really into dancing then, and I was good. And I so much wanted to be a prima ballerina. Then I tried out for cheerleader. And they told me, no, Dice, you'd get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. Well, I spent my whole life waiting to grow tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
Secret. My whole life was a secret.
One little fork, and they call me Stinky for 3 years. Ah!
Goodbye 12, goodbye 13, hello love. Oh, down below, up above.
So you might, you show me your
Seeing Daddy naked.
Time to grow, la la la.
Mom and Dad were doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
But you see, the only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be Maria Tall-Cheese. I was just this peanut on point. Well, that was my whole trick. My size. And it still is. Well, you know, in my last show, I was 32 years old, and I was playing this 14-year-old brat.
Aha! I thought you said you were born in 1955.
So I got caught. But I go look it, and I shouldn't knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in summer stock, up till now I've never stopped. 'Cause whatever I am.
So excited because I'm going to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class, and the teacher, Mr. Carp. Oh, Mr. Carp. Anyway, he puts us on stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, we're going to do improvisation. You're on a bobsled. It's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week, try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week, we try to feel the wind rush, feel the chill. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried, and everybody's going, whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Mr. Carp turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what do you feel? And I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something, but I felt nothing.
have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and he had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carp, he would say, very good, except Morales, try Morales, all alone. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. And the kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing, and Carp allowed it, which really makes me burn. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. So Mr. Carp turns to me and he says, you know what, Morales? I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress. Never. Jesus Christ. Went to church, prayed to Santa Maria, send me guidance, send me guidance on my knees. I went to church, prayed to Santa Maria, help me feel it, pretty please. And this voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head. And this voice from down at the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing. This course is nothing. If you want something, go find a better class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later, I heard that Carp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried, 'cause I felt nothing. I mean, I didn't want him to die or anything, but
The summer I turned 15, I joined AGBA. You know, the nightclub union. So I could make $60 a week working the strip joints outside of Kansas City. I worked this one club for about 8 weeks straight, and I really became friendly with this stripper. Her name was Lola La Torres, and her dynamic twin 44s. Well, she really took to me. I mean, we did share the only dressing room, and she did a lot of dressing. Anyway, she used to come and pick me up and take me to work nights. Well, the neighbors would all be hanging outside the window, and she'd drive up in her big pink Cadillac convertible and smile. And I'd come tripping out of the house with my little tuxedo, my little tap shoes in hand, and we'd go driving off with a long flaming red hair.
With my 13, LOL.
We're paid for all those lessons. Dance for grandma, dance for grandma. I think the secret of wings are something wrong.
Trying to lay out, Steve McQueen is you cannot go to the party.
Boston car, how do you know?
You got nothing to hold him up. Tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
If Troy Donahue could be a movie star, then I could be a movie star.
When we got back, all my friends wanted to know what the story was with Lola. So I told them about this very hot romance we were having. Actually, she was going with this.
Little brat, that's what my sister was, a little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job and we had to leave El Paso when we wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer that my mother would embarrass me. So when she comes to pick me up at school with all those grippy yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, and she'd say, "What? Are you ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much is when I used to jump and dance around the living room. Please take this message to Mother from me. Carry
side of the family, the ugly side.
Wait until your father gets home.
Swear to God and hope to die.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body. But then when I was 15, the most terrible thing happened. The Tech Amateur Hour held auditions in St. Louis, and I didn't hear about it till after they'd gone, and I nearly killed myself, I tried to walk in front of a speeding streetcar, and I remember noticing boys for the first time. Anyway, I remember practicing kissing with Leslie. She was my best girlfriend. Have any of you ever practiced kissing with another girl so that when the time came, you knew how to? Right? No? Oh my God.
Judy?
Did you, girl?
Yeah, but just a couple of times. Oh, count me in.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, I do remember.
The worst thing in school was every time the teacher called on me, I'd be hard. Really? I'd have to lean up against the desk like this, and the teacher would say, stand up straight. Oh, I can't, I have a pain in my side. Stand up straight. Or walking down the hall, you'd have to walk like this, with all your books stacked up in front of you.
Hey, I thought it was only me. I thought I was a sex maniac.
You are!
Yeah, mine did go down for 3 years.
And the bus, oh, the bus was the worst. I just have to look at a bus and bingo. And then there was the time I was making out in the back seat with Sally Ketchum. We were naked, and I was feeling her boobs. And feeling her boobs, and after about an hour or so, she said, ooh, don't you want to feel anything else? And I suddenly thought to myself, no, I don't.
Did that come as a surprise to you?
Yeah, I guess. It probably was the first time I realized I was a homosexual. And I got so depressed because I thought being gay meant being a bum all the rest of my life. And I said, gee, I'll never get to wear nice clothes. And I was really into clothes. I had great clothes.
Been through high school without growing tips.
What am I gonna say when he calls on me?
My only adolescence, my only adolescence, my only adolescence.
Suddenly I'm 17, and suddenly I'm 17, and suddenly there's a lot I am not certain of. Goodbye 12, goodbye 13, hello
Give the ball, give the ball, give the ball, yeah. Give the ball, give the ball, give the ball, yeah. All the ball that you're running around shouting. Give the ball, give the ball, give the ball, yeah. I was so enthusiastic. I was into everything. The yearbook was filled with my pictures, and I was lucky 'cause I got a scholarship to college. A scholarship to college, so I went anyway. Yes, I went. So I'm gonna be this kindergarten teacher. Imagine me, this kindergarten teacher. And I thought, shit,
Richie!
oh, what is
Shit, Richie!
of me?
Richie!
When you get down on me, honey, ain't nobody gonna be standing with no scholarship to life. And I was scared. Yeah, yeah.
My childhood gone goodbye, goodbye 12, goodbye 13.
person, right? Because I wanted to be a rockette. Oh, yeah, let's get one thing straight. See, I never heard about the red shoes. I never saw the red shoes. I didn't give a fuck about the red shoes. I wanted to be a rockette because this girl in my hometown, Luella Heiner, had actually gotten out and made it to New York, and she was a rockette. Well, one Christmas, she came home to visit. They gave her a parade. A goddamn parade. I twirled the baton for 2 hours in the rain. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas. And never made it back to Radio City. That was my plan. New York, New York, here I come. Except I had one minor problem. See, I was ugly as sin. I was ugly, skinny, homely, unattractive, and flat as a pancake. Get the picture? Anyway, I got off this bus in my little white shoes, my little white tights, my little white dress, my little ugly face, and my long blonde hair. It was blonde then. I looked like a friggin' nurse. I had $87 in my pocket and 7 years of tapping acrobatics. I could do a 180-degree split and come up tapping the Morse code. Well, with that kind of talent, I figured the mayor would be waiting for me at Port Authority. Wrong. I had to wait 6 months for an audition. Well, finally the big day came. I showed up at the music hall with my red patent leather tap shoes, and I did my little tap routine, and this man said to me, "Can you do fan kicks?" Well, sure, I could do terrific fan kicks, but they weren't good enough. What he was trying to say was the way I looked, and not the fan kicks. So I said, screw you, Radio City, and the Rockettes. I am gonna dance on Broadway. Well, Broadway, same story. I mean, every audition, I dance rings around other girls and find myself in the alley with the other rejects. After a while, I caught on. I mean, I had eyes. I saw what they were hiring. I also swiped my dance card once after an audition, and on a scale of 10, they gave me, for dance, 10. For looks, 3. Well, dance 10, looks 3, and still on unemployment. Dance for my own enjoyment. That ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid. Dance 10, looks 3. It's like to die. Left the theater and called the doctor for my appointment to buy Tim and dance. Bought myself a fancy pants, tightened up the derriere, did the notes with it, all the girls with it, Tims and dance. Got the bingo bundle done, suddenly I'm getting national stars. Tims and dance won't get you just unless didn't cost a fortune either. Didn't hurt my sex life either. Latin sassy. I'd get the strays and losers. Beggars really can't be choosers. That ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid. Fix the chassis. How do you do? Life turned into an endless medley of gee, it had to be you. Why, Tim and dance? When the covered work was there. Now you're not getting someone there. I've got them paid top to bottom, hey. It's a gas. Just a dash of silicone. Shake it over, rock on it. Tim and dance will change your life. They should change mine. You're all looking at my tits now, aren't you?
They're not that big.
I heard that, you bitch. Well, I didn't want them like yours. I wanted them in proportion.
Well, you got what you paid for.
I'd love to have just one of yours.
Well, go out and buy them. Have it all done. Honey, take my word.
Step out of line. When did you start dancing, Paul?
Not until very late.
Why?
I don't know why, I just didn't.
Well, what'd you do?
Nothing much.
Come on, Paul, you must have done something. How old were you when you did start dancing?
16.
Well, what'd you do up until the time you were 16? I mean, what was your family like?
We were close.
Close. Brothers, sisters?
2 sisters. One died when I was 14.
How?
I really don't want to talk about that. I mean, why do I have to talk about that?
Larry, could we please sit down?
Zach, can the kids sit down yet?
And smoke. Can the adults please smoke?
All right, everybody. Take a break. Out in the hall.
Take 5.
Paul, we'll try this again later. Cassie, stay on stage, please.
Well, this is an interesting audition, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I need a job.
In the chorus?
Oh, Zach, of course I'd love a part, but I'll take what I can get.
You're too good for the chorus, Cassie.
Too good? I did a couple of dance parts. So what?
You were featured. You stopped 2 shows cold. Your career was going fine here in New York.
I can't get a job, Zach. God, you sound like all my friends, my fans, acting like I'm a star and don't know it, when the truth is I never even came close, and no one had the guts to tell me. Well, it would be nice to be a star, but I'm not. I'm a dancer. Give me somebody to dance for. Give me somebody to show. Let me wake up in the morning to find I have somewhere exciting to go.
So you're going through a slow period. It happens to everyone. Something will happen.
That's what I kept telling myself in California, and I kept telling myself, and I kept telling myself. Well, nothing will happen. I can't act.
What?
I can't act. There I was in California, supposed to be this actress. It didn't take me long to find out that I can't act. Didn't take Hollywood long to find out either.
You didn't work out there?
Oh, sure. A rotten part in a so-so film. Part got cut, thank God. I was a go-go dancer in a TV movie of the week. There were some commercials. I almost got to squeeze a roll of toilet paper. But I lost out in the finals. Imagine that. 17 years in the business, and I end up flunking toilet paper squeezing. I was a dancing Band-Aid. Now that was fun. We had an earthquake. I got a terrific tan. Surely you must have heard about...
I did hear you were going out with some big agent, being a bit wild, running around, carrying on.
Well, when you're a woman of leisure, what else is there to do except get a little wild and run around? Not to mention getting fat and going crazy, which is why I came back to New York, and which is why I am here today, Zach, old dear, little pussycat. I need a job to have something that I can believe in, to have someone to be. Use me, choose me.
I just can't see you dancing in the chorus, Cassie.
Why not?
Listen, if you need some money, call my business manager.
Of course I need money. Who doesn't? But I don't need a handout. I need a job. I need a job, and I don't know any other way to say it. Do you want me to say it again?
No.
Fine. We got that far. Listen, Zach, I haven't worked in over 2 years. Not really. There is nothing left for me to do. I'm putting myself on the line. I'm putting myself on your line. I don't want to wait tables. It
what I really don't want to do is to teach others how to do what I should be doing myself. God, I'm a dancer. A dancer dances. Give me somebody to dance with. Give me a place to fit in. Help me return to the world of the living by showing me how to begin. Play me the music. Give me a chance to come through. All I ever needed was the music and the mirrors and the chance to dance for you. Give me a job and you instantly get me involved. If you give me a job, then the rest of the crap will get solved. Put me to work, you would think that by now I'm allowed. We'll do you wrong. Throw me a rope to grab onto. Help me to prove that I'm strong. Give me the chance to look forward to say, hey, listen, they're playing my song. Play me the music. Give me the chance to come through. All I ever needed was the music and the mirrors and the chance to dance.
can't go back to the chorus, Cassie. That's not the answer.
I'm not trying to go back. I'm trying to start over, Zach. I'll settle for that. Starting over.
Starting over? We can't start over.
We? What? You're talking about?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're talking about us.
Cassie, let's just keep this business, okay?
By all means. Who's here for anything else? Isn't that what it's all about? Work, Zach. That's why I'm here today. About work.
But you shouldn't have come. You don't fit in. You don't dance like anyone else. You don't know how.
But I did it years ago, and I can do it again. You're not even letting me try. Please, Zach, give me a chance.
Zach, you ready for the kids yet?
No. No, take the kids down to the basement, teach them the lyric to that number. Oh, and send Paul in. All right, go with Larry and learn the lyric.
Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Paul. I really like the way you dance. No, I mean it. So I figured we'd try this again. For one thing, if you're going to change your name, why go from a Puerto Rican name to an Italian one?
Because I don't look it. People say, you don't look Puerto Rican. You don't look Puerto Rican. But I am.
So you figured you looked Italian?
I just wanted to become somebody new. So I became Paul San Marco.
Why did you want to become someone new?
Why? Well, I'm not too proud of my past.
Who is? But that's what the word means, Paul. Past.
That may be easy for you to say, but...
Look, wait a minute. What made you start dancing? Your parents?
No. What do Puerto Ricans know about theater? I mean, now they have Channel 47, but back then they didn't have anything. But my father, he loved movies. And he'd take us all the time. He worked nights, and when he'd come home, he'd take us to 42nd Street. We'd come out of one movie and go to another, and another, and another. I don't know why, but I love musicals.
How old were you?
7 or 8.
On 42nd Street?
Yeah, it was a trip.
Go on.
Well, I had to move down front because I couldn't see. I wear contacts now. So I'd move down front, and these strange men would come and sit beside me and play with me. I never told anybody because, well, I guess it didn't matter.
Why didn't it matter?
Why?
Look, Paul, if this is too rough for you, I have your picture and resume.
Okay. From seeing all those movie musicals, I used to dance around on the street and I'd get caught all the time. God, it was embarrassing. I was always being Sid Charisse, always. Which I don't really understand because I always wanted to be an actor. I mean, I really wanted to perform. One day my cousin said to me, "You'll never be an actor." And I knew she was just telling me this because I was such a sissy. I mean, I was terribly effeminate. I always knew I was gay, but that didn't bother me. What bothered me is that I didn't know how to be a boy. One day I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You're 14 years old and you're a faggot. What are you going to do with your life?" By that time I was in Cardinal Hayes High School. There were 3,000 boys there. I had no protection anymore. No homeroom where I could be funny and charming with the tough guys so that they'd fight my battles for me. Like when I went to small schools. I liked school, but my grades got so bad. Even if I knew the answers to questions, I wouldn't raise my hand because I would be afraid that they would laugh at me. They'd even whistle at me in the halls. It was awful, just awful. Finally, I went down to the principal's office and I said, "I'm a homosexual." Well, it was a Catholic high school at around 1962, and at the age of 15, you just didn't say that. And he said, would you like to see a psychologist? So I did. And he said, I think you're very well adjusted for your age and I think you should quit school. So I did. But I really didn't want to. I just couldn't take it anymore. See, when I quit school, what I was doing was trying to find out who I was and how to be a man. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who do not know how to be men. And since then, I found out that I am one. I was looking for the wrong thing. I was trying to learn how to be butch. Anyway, I started hanging around 72nd Street and meeting all these really strange people. I was just trying to make friends that were like me, so that I'd understand what it was that I was. Somebody told me they were looking for male dancers down at the Jewel Box Review, so I go down and audition. Now, for all my years of pretending I was Sid Charisse, I had this fabulous extension. I mean, I could turn anything my first audition. And they said, you're too short to be a boy. Would you like to be a pony? And I said, what's that? And they said, a girl. What do I have to do? Show us your legs. But I have hair on my legs. That's okay, come on upstairs. So I went, and they hiked up my dungarees and put on a pair of nylon stockings and high heels. It was freaky. It was incredible. And they brought me back downstairs and they said, oh, you have wonderful legs. I said, really? Terrific. It's so strange thinking about all this. It was a whole lifetime ago. I was just past 16. Anyway, then there was this whole thing of me trying to hide it from my parents. That was something. Because I had to buy all this stuff. Like shoes to rehearse in, and earrings and makeup. I would hide it all and my mother would find it. So I told her there was this girl in the show who didn't want her mother to know what she was doing, so I was holding it for her. She believed me. Well, I was finally in show business. It was the asshole of show business, but it was a job. Nothing to brag about. I had friends. But after a while, it was so demeaning. I mean, nobody there had any dignity, and most of them were ashamed of themselves and considered themselves freaks. I don't know. Maybe it was the lack of dignity that got to me, so I left. I muddled around for a while as an office boy, a waiter. But without an education, you can't get a good job. So when the Jewel Box called and asked if I'd come back, I went. We're working the Apollo Theater on 125th Street, doing 4 shows a day in a movie. It was real tacky. The show was going to go to Chicago, and my parents wanted to say goodbye, so they were going to bring my luggage to the theater after the show. We were doing this Oriental number, and I looked like Anime Wong. I had these 2 great big chrysanthemums on either side of my head and this huge headdress with gold balls hanging all over it. I was going down the stairs for the finale, and just as I passed the stage door, I saw my parents. They got there too early. I freaked. I didn't know what to do. And I thought to myself, I know I'll just walk quickly past them like all the others and they won't recognize me. So I took a deep breath and I started down the stairs. And just as I passed my mother, I heard her say, oh my God. Well, I died. But what could I do? I had to go on for the finale, so I just kept going. After the show, I went back to my dressing room, and after I'd finished dressing and taking off my makeup, I went back downstairs, and there they were, standing right in the middle of all these. And all they could say to me was, please, Wright, make sure you eat and take care of yourself. And just before my father left, he turned to the producer and said, take care of my son. That was the first time I ever heard him call me that.
Yeah, bring him in.
Okay, kids, everybody in.
Larry, get the hats.
Everybody grab a hat. Try to find one that fits. We're using hats.
Larry, let's do this.
Ready? One smile and suddenly nobody. One smile and suddenly nobody. One smile and suddenly nobody.
All right, this is the same combination we worked on earlier. It also goes with the lyrics you just learned. Now, this is important. I want to see unison dancing. Every head, arm, body angle exactly the same. Must blend. This is one of those numbers where you back the star. You're her frame. I don't want anybody to pull my eye. Okay, let's review it. Starting position is turned in third. Hips and shoulders on the diagonal. Elbows up, chest up, chin up, eyes front. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. Walk, walk, point, 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 flick, step, kick. Hold it. Let's take it again from singular sensation. Point and point and point, flick, step, kick, step, change, continuing. Walk, walk, up, down, down, point, step, rush, back, back, flick, step, and step, one, slowly, more rising, hack, kick, step, rush the guard, step, back, arm down, rear, change, step, and step, on the angle, step, and step, body square, back, down, step, point, keep it sharp, body square, on the angle, back, cross, step, rotation, under the head, step, touch, step, up, the A, kick, the hat, the A, change, hat, no hat, hat. Okay, let's do it again, facing away from the mirror.
Excuse me, after the grapevine, hat comes down on 2?
Hat's on 2, right.
Thank you.
But when does the hat go up? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, listen, this is important. Larry has the exact style I'm looking for, very 30s. Everybody keep your eye on her, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Shoulder up.
Singular sensation.
Ankle up. Point, flick, step, kick.
3, 4.
Up, down.
Feel the praise.
Elbow right, down, point.
Step, rush. Suddenly nobody.
Step, flick, step, up, step, and step. Shine slow.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Kick, step, rush. 5, 6.
Okay, let's do it in groups of 4. First group ready, group 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2,
Singular sensation.
3,
Little step she did.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feeling combination. Every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. Know one moment in the present, and you can't forget the rest. For the guy is second best.
On the end. All right, give her a hat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, change.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes.
Straight to supporting leg, Sheila.
again.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes.
6, 7, 8, 1. Don't pump the head,
Thrilling
Cassie.
combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know who. One moment in the presence and you can't forget the rest.
You're distorting your combination,
All your
Cassie.
second
Pull in, cool it,
to
dance like everybody else.
Sun, ooh, side, give it your attention to. I really have to mention she's the one.
All right, everybody together, smile and sing.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know who. One moment in the present and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Sun, ooh, side, give me your attention too. I really have to mention she's the one.
What are you doing?
My job.
What?
How can you do it? You got out of the chorus when you were 22. What the hell makes you think you can go back at 32?
My sanity.
Cassie, you can't do it.
But I did it. I did what you said. I pulled in, I cooled it, I danced like everybody else.
I know you did. And to be perfectly honest, I couldn't stand
You
it.
know that's your fault. Why? Because you took me out of the chorus in the first place? Does that make you feel like some sort of failure?
Why did you leave me?
So we're gonna get into that?
Why did you leave me? I came home one night and you were gone.
Why, Zach? You noticed.
Very funny.
You left me weeks before.
I did not. I was directing my first play.
And you were gonna make sure that you did it all. You were gonna direct, choreograph musicals, movies, plays. I knew you loved work, but you really get off on it, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do. You know, that didn't seem to bother you when we were working together. It was only when we weren't that it became a problem.
I didn't mind not being part of your work. I loved you. I could have handled that. It was not being part of your life that got to me. And not being able to keep up, because that's what you expected. I know you did. You were moving up, and you expected me to move right up with you. Well, I was a good dancer. But you expected me to be a star.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Why shouldn't you be? Why shouldn't you be the best that you can be? When I got out of the chorus, I decided that I
That's
wasn't...
not a decision. That's a disease. God, good, better, best. I hate it. How can you stand it? Are you going to go from one show to the next, rehearsing them all 24 hours a day for the rest of your life? You know you're not even doing it for you. You're still trying to prove something like I was, because I was doing it for you. But I'm not trying to prove anything anymore. All I want is to do what I love as much as I can for as long as I can. But now I'm doing it for me. Who are you doing it for?
Singular sensation.
I'm sorry. I have no right to judge.
One thrilling combination.
What are we doing? I mean, we must be over this by now, aren't we?
One smile and suddenly nobody else will do.
I am.
Good. Then don't feel you owe me any favors. Just treat me like everybody else.
Is this what you want from me? Is this what you really want to do?
Moment in the present, and you can't forget the rest. All the girl is second best to none. Sun, ooh, side, give me your attention too. I really have to mention
special.
No, we're all special. He's special, and she's special, and Richie, and Connie, and Sheila, they're all special. And I'd be happy to be dancing on that line. Yes, I would. I'll take chorus if you'll take me.
All right, Zach. Who are we going to hire?
I don't know.
All right, well, what do you want to do now?
I'll start matching them up. Go over the tab.
Tag combination. Set it up. 5, 6, 7, 8.
When it's over, I need a drink.
He's gotta know who he wants by now.
Oh, Jesus, I got a headache. I don't think I can smile much longer. Has she been a singer? Oh, well.
What am I doing in show business?
All right, everybody stage left. All right. I'm going to put you in the couples, and I need first Judy, Bobby, Christine, and Richie. Boys, work up stage a bit. Ladies on the other side of the boys. 5, 6, 7, 8. Richie, try working a little closer to Judy. Stay on the beat. Very nice. Hold it. Hold it. Judy, Christine, stage left. Boys stay. I need to see Sheila and Bibi. Sheila dance with Richie. Bibi dance with Bobby. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see some smiles, people. Very nice. Stage. Diana, Valerie, and Mark. Is that it? Smile. Ready? Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Not hearing any taps, Diana.
I'm sorry, it's my sneakers.
Stay on the beat. Okay, very nice. Let me see Maggie, Mike, and Paul, Connie, you're hiding back there.
Yeah, well, tapping's not my strongest point.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Loosen up, Connie. Enjoy it.
Oh, get up, Paul! What are you doing? I'm just trying to help. Are you okay?
You all right? You hurt yourself?
I don't know.
Is it your ankle? Did you pull a muscle?
It's not your knee, is it?
An old injury?
He had it operated on it last year. It's his cartilage.
Oh, shit.
Look, everybody stand back. Give him some air.
Call a doctor.
Paul, who's your doctor?
I don't want a doctor.
You should call a doctor.
Paul, who's your
I
doctor?
don't want a doctor.
Call Sydney Rhodes, 595-7639.
Larry, call him.
It's Dr. Sydney Rhodes, 595-7639.
Look, Paul, just try to breathe slowly.
Maybe you should
Okay,
prop
relax.
something under his knee.
Somebody get me a dance bag.
No, really, I think I just twisted it.
Does
Does anyone have a Dar of Honor or Valiant?
Easy.
I do.
Ready? Up. Shit. You all right? Somebody get me some water.
I will.
Look, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, but out of a job, huh?
Listen, I don't think you should give him that. You don't know what's wrong.
Oh, please, I've had 3 already today.
Zach, I understand it'd be quicker if we got him into a cab and over to St. Joseph's Hospital than if he came here and he'll be waiting at the emergency entrance.
Right.
I'll go.
No, I'll help you. Fine. All right, let's get him up. Easy. Ready? Up.
Where's his dance bag?
What's this?
I'll see you later, Paul. Call me from the hospital.
Got it.
What do you do when you can't dance?
Kill yourself.
No, really.
Shit, what the hell kind of question is that?
Real heavy.
I know. What do you do?
Well, I'll tell you. Because look, I'm getting scared. I mean, one great day you wake up and say, okay, Richie, you've been having fun for 8 years now, but where's it getting you?
You know, a lot of people are feeling that way, and they're getting out of the business real fast.
There's no security in dancing.
But wait a second.
And there's no advancement and no promotion.
Listen, if you're looking for that kind of security, forget it.
No, it's not just that.
Well, what then?
Well, I could deal without that, but shit, there's no work anymore.
Tell me about it.
It's true.
Sure it is. But isn't that happening everywhere? Come
Oh,
on.
please don't tell me Broadway's dying, because I just got here.
Oh, don't worry, honey, because it's not.
Oh, that's not true. They're not doing big musicals like they used to.
Yeah, but I mean, even if they were, even if you get this show, it's gonna close one day.
Yeah,
Nothing lasts forever, right?
but that's just the way it goes. I mean, one
He's
day...
right, and then you have to start all over again. Because the only line you can depend on in this business is the one on unemployment.
Hit it, Richie.
Oh, you know, but wait a second. Don't you guys want to do something more than just dance in the chorus?
I just want to get in one.
Well, I want to be something besides that little chorus cutie second from the end. Not that I want to be a star or anything.
Hell, I do. Who doesn't? Everyone in the whole goddamn country wants to be a star.
Okay, I admit it. I want to be the next Gwen Verdon.
She dances.
I know, don't you just love her?
I want to know what you're going to do when you can't dance.
Who cares? I mean, I don't care if I never dance another step as long as I live. I'd be happy just going to Hollywood and replacing Jill St. John. Big deal, right? Well, I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, but dreams don't pay the rent.
So I'll find somebody who can.
You know, that's the thing that gets me. I mean, a woman can always get married.
She didn't say anything about marriage.
You know, that's another thing.
Oh, please, I don't think I can take it.
Well, these bodies don't last forever.
I can't take it.
We're no better off than athletes.
Hey, I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna keep kicking these legs as long as I can. And when I can't anymore, well, I'll just do something else.
Right. So you get into acting.
There you go.
Oh, it's fabulous to find out that you can talk, too. That's what I'm into. Not very good, but I'm getting better. And I'll tell you something, honey. Beats busting your ass dancing all day. And besides, when you're an actor, you stand a chance.
Oh, come on. There are a lot more actors out of work than dancers. Huh?
Oh, shit. That's theater. I mean, nobody got into this business to play it safe. And we're all here because we want to be here. And you're acting like it's just another job. Well, it's not. So what are you all talking about anyway?
Life? Darlings, it is tough all over. That's why I have no plans, no alternatives. Just get me through the day. One day at a time's enough for me to deal with.
What are you going to do?
I'd like to stay in the business. Maybe stage managing, someday directing.
Hello.
Whatever. I'll just have to see.
Well, I can't think of anything else I'd do.
Well, if we all had to pick another career, come on, pick one. What would you like to be when you grow up?
Young.
I know what I'm going to do. Because I know that one day, whatever show I'm in is going to close, and I'm finally going to be able to get off my diet. and then I'm going to get into the car with my husband and drive up to Vermont to our 50 acres, and I'm going to dance around the kitchen and have babies and enjoy getting fat.
That sounds good, except the fat part. I'd like that, just not right away.
All I want to be is just happy.
Oh, come on. Aren't you happy? I mean, I sit around and get depressed and worry about all these things too. But then I meet somebody and they say to me, wow, you dance on Broadway. How fabulous. You got somewhere. You're something. And Christ, I get this feeling inside because I remember when I used to stand outside that stage door and watch all those girls come out with their eyelashes and their makeup, and I think, God, I'll never be that old. I'll never be that old. I'll never be old enough to walk out of that stage door. But deep down inside, I knew I would. And God damn it, I've come this far, and I'm not giving up now.
That's what I used to say. I won't give up. I've got to be a ballerina by the time I'm 18. Then I found out I should be in musical comedy, and I said, okay, I'll be in the chorus, but I've got to be playing parts by the time I'm 21.
You did that too? Give yourself a time limit? I still do it.
Right. And then you're 25, and you say, just a couple of years more. Well, hell, I'm 30. I mean, how many years do I have left to be a chorus cutie? 3, 4 if I have my eyes done. Well, I don't want to deal on that level any longer. So just lately, I've been thinking about opening up a dance studio. Oh, am I copping out? Am I growing up? I don't know.
Who does? I mean, who knows anything? It's just something we're going to have to wait and see.
Right. But if today were the day you had to stop dancing, how would you feel?
Yesterday goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you, but I won't regret what I did for love, what I did for love.
before I start eliminating, I just want to say that I think you're all terrific. You've been wonderful about going through all of this today. I sincerely wish that I could hire all of you, but I can't. Will the following people please step forward? Greg, Al, Diana. No, I'm wrong. Back in line. Christine, Bibi, Sheila, Connie, Maggie. Front line, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. Rehearsals begin September 22nd. We'll rehearse for 6 weeks with a 2-month out-of-town tryout. Our New York opening will be sometime in mid-January. Be prepared to sign a standard minimum contract with a 6-month rider. You'll be notified sometime next week as to where and when to sign your contract. And I'm very glad we're going to be working together.
Lovely